Okay, haven't posted a video in a while. I started this project. It's going to be an 18-foot semi-dory, flat bottom. I'm going to rig it with a sail, believe it or not. But I don't have a steam box, so I got to get this is a shear clamp. I managed to get the chine log on, shear clamp down here. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to basically steam this little section of wood. I've got it clamped up there. I just want to bend this on and then epoxy and screw it there, and then I'll work my way along. But here goes. Oh shit, okay. Woohoo! Try not to soak the garage floor. I started this build when I'd injured my shoulder and I wasn't shooting competitive archery so much. But I did some rehab and I spent the summer essentially doing archery. Placed fourth at nationals for a second time in a row. Bit of a miracle, kind of a comeback. But we're back into winter now. It's January, and my New Year's resolution was to finish this build off and get her out of the damn garage, because as you can see, at 18 feet, she takes up the whole freaking garage, so not so nice. Okay. But once I get the hull done, the bottom, I can flip it and get it out of here. Got some music going. Hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, I'm just going to slowly pour this on. Try and catch some of the water. But yeah, I don't have a steam box. It's quite difficult to sort of bend wood without that. But the towel will help keep the water, some of the water, against the wood. I may just do a little shot up here as well. It'll dry. Yeah, just a little bit here. Just soak it, so I don't crack it. There we go. The middle section is quite straight. And yeah, I'm just going to keep pouring water on to keep it warm. But that's the basic idea. Getting a little water on the floor, but that's okay. All right. Let you have a look here. She's big, and 2x4 frames. She's going to be big and beefy. Here's a nasty scarf joint. I did okay. It's holding. I'm not real great at, ultimately it's going to get the really good marine grade plywood on it. I'm going to epoxy the shit out of it, fiberglass it. That'll hide all my bad carpentry. I mean, it does have the basic boat shape. I'm going to jam a mast, I think somewhere in here, and then I'll put a centerboard here, centerboard. And I may, for the sake of rowing, I may put a tiny little chunk of skeg here, just a little triangle, so that you can pull the centerboard and she should still be able to steer and track while you're rowing. My challenge is to not have this station where you're sitting and rowing interfered with by the centerboard. I'll work on that. I want a really simple centerboard where you just stuff it down the box instead of like one of these cantilevered swing thingies. Those are cool, but I really don't want to spend that kind of time tweaking it. I just want to have a centerboard that works, a good solid sail rig that's easy to set up, so that when you're not rowing, this thing is going to be hard to row in any kind of wind or chop. But I'm hoping that if that happens, you put the sail up. On flat, it should row just fine, one or two people. Okay, that's the dory. It's basically a semi-dory. I'm going to take the sail plan off of a 14-foot semi-dory, flat bottom, that works. It's known well, and it's out of the dory book. It works really well. I'm just going to scale up the sail plan and use the scale. This is just 4 feet longer, so I'm going to use that factor to reposition the centerboard and mast for a bigger boat. So it should be fine, should be balanced. And I was going to put a motor on it and just leave it flat, but I'm not really a motorboat kind of guy. I really think this thing will sail. Be really nice. But there you go. I got at least another month of work on it for the plank, the sides, the marine plywood's right there. Okay. Thanks for checking in. All right. The old boat works begins. After this, I'm going to build a smaller Grand Banks dory. All right. Cheers. My electric screwdriver is gutless. Brute force. Sometimes the old ways are better. Shear clamp is going on pretty good. It's only the end I'm going to have to pack a little extra epoxy. It's like an extreme angle there. But as you can see, it's gone all along. These aren't epoxied yet. I just clamped them so that I could get everything positioned right. And I'm going to deal with the stem, the last chunk. The pieces are right there. I have to scarf join them in. And again, my scarf joints on this project so far are holding, but they're a little messy. Like, I'm really not a carpenter. I have like 15 years sailing experience here on the west coast of Canada. So yeah, grown up around boats. So I am a boat guy, but more as an operator, not a builder. But you get old and you think, well, what the fuck, I could build a boat. So there you go. It's coming together. There's my scarf joint. This one's not looking too bad. I mean, obviously it needs a little sanding, make it look pretty. But again, fiberglass over everything and epoxy and all the little cracks. You're really not going to see much of this. You know, you're not going to see any of that. So it's all good. Got to use my time where I can. So let's tighten this up a little. Then we'll move on to the next one. Have a look. Yeah, that's pretty good. I got epoxy dripping out of it. That's good. That's going to hold well. So in the midsection, shear clamp will be good. Awesome. Yeah.